Ladies and gentlemen, if you are ever unsure about something in life, if you are feeling tired, fatigued, exhausted, if you've just had a bad morning or a bad day and you still get the sunlight, the remedy is very simple. Get your ass, your humanoid ass, to some grasslands. It could be your local park. I can literally see my house from here. There is a field here that I like to hang out around, and just lay in the sun. Start off on your back, and when the sun gets too hard or something, because I'll tell you right now it's mid-noon sun, just grab a towel, a shirt or something, and just put it on your forehead and your eyes. Keep your nose exposed, keep your mouth exposed, and wear as little clothes as possible. Grab the shortest shorts you have, get barefoot, and just soak in the sun. Just completely surrender to it, completely relax into it, completely let go into it. And whenever you feel the urge, switch sides, go on your belly. If the grass is too long or something, again, use a towel or a shirt to put your head on. And that's usually, the sun, it's much easier to soak in, the mid-afternoon sun on your back. Your back seems to be more resilient towards the sun. And just relax into it until you have the urge to get up. Like exactly, pretty much, I just described to you what I just did, because I was very tired this morning. It was actually quite a hassle to teach the kids too, because I'm going through some detox symptoms, and the last few days I've really kind of been tightening the belt, if you will, and just consuming little juice, basically as little as I can, and doing juice intermittent fasting. So I would go 20 hours, 21 hours, just water, and then a little bit of juice, and then carry on to the next day. And so the last 3 days I've been experiencing major detoxification symptoms because I am currently undertaking a juice fast, and today is the third day of that period. So I just woke up, and I've done water fasting before, and these symptoms are beginning to resemble more and more a water fast. Okay, if you're doing water fasting majority of the day and you're drinking just a little bit of juice, the detoxification symptoms start to resemble a water fast symptom. Okay, so I taught the kids, drank some juice. I felt the need to drink today more, so I usually, I didn't do a 20-hour today, and just kind of laid at home, waited for the skies to clear, and they just cleared up maybe somewhere around 12, and I just walked to the field, dragged myself into the field, and I had no notion ever that I was going to make a video, probably a few videos today. I just thought today is one of those days you just lay around all day and you just kind of get through it. But I've been laying around for God knows how long. You just surrender to the sun, and the sun begins to bestow upon you wisdom and healing and power and flow and beauty. And before you know it, what will happen is, after laying around for however long you need to lay around, you'll get the urge to get up and sit down. And I got the urge to get up and sit down because I start to feel the energy being soaked, the energy from the sun. And here I am making a video and feeling quite in flow. And so the sun is incredible. The sun is an absolutely incredible, powerful being. It really is. It really is. And if you understood experientially, if you experientially understood, and everybody does because everybody loves the sun, but if you actually begin to immerse yourself in the sun for prolonged periods, prolonged periods, not just half an hour or something like that. I'm talking prolonged. I'm talking you're just hanging out, you're just soaking in the sun, you're doing it regularly, consistently, day by day, and of course whenever your skin in the beginning is going to maybe burn a little, or you just kind of take a few days off the sun. Use the cloudy days, like we had a cloudy day yesterday, which was kind of a relief, to be honest, because for like the 5 days before, I've just kind of been hanging around in the sun, and my skin needed a little bit of a break from the sun. But today I'm ready to go again. And so you take little breaks, but I'm telling you, if you start to experience this, and again, you don't just go out for half an hour and then get back home. And it's not just one day, because one day, especially in the beginning, you want to really take it easy actually in the beginning. Maybe half an hour is enough, an hour is enough. But then you start to work your way up, okay? Because in the beginning, the sun will just burn you if you're not used to it. Especially if you live in the northern hemisphere of the planet, like yours truly at the moment. And then summer hits and you've got all this sunshine, and for 9 months, basically your skin has been deprived of the sun. You've got to take it easy in the beginning. So just like anything, you work your way into it. And I find the sun at the moment to be the most powerful healing mechanism available to me at the moment. Okay, it gets me in a natural meditative state. I begin to my breath just slows down on its own. I don't have to try. And even as I'm sitting there laying, and your thoughts are going in, I'm getting all this wisdom, like just pure wisdom. And it's like the sun is just bestowing its wisdom upon me. You see, it's just bestowing its wisdom. It's speaking to me, it's blessing me, it's healing me, it's giving me energy. Literally, I felt like for the last, maybe I've been laying around for, let's say, an hour. It really feels like I'm a solar panel, and it really feels like in that 1 hour, by just letting go completely and surrendering, I really feel like I soaked in the energy of the sun, and that's why here I am I'm going to make a few videos. And it was one of those days where I did not think that videos or anything is going to happen. It's one of those days, just leave me alone here. In fact, like, I don't even, coming in here, it's, that feeling when you're like just really exhausted. I don't want to listen to music. I don't want to listen to podcasts. I don't want to do anything. It's one of those days where you just don't want to do anything. And that's exactly what I did. Okay, but if I'm doing nothing at home, it's frustrating. But if I'm doing nothing with the sun, it's literally the best feeling ever. And so make use of the sun. Right now it's summertime, and wherever you are, well, it depends actually, because if I know, for example, in Chiang Mai, right now is the rainy season. So it really depends where you are. Maybe the summer for you is the rainy season, and so you don't get as much of it. But if you're in those kinds of environments, you're getting consistent sunshine 9-10 months of the year. Your rainy season is like 2-3 months tops, right? Three months. So you're okay in that sense. Okay, you're probably getting lots of sunshine. But even that probably is not necessarily, because if you work in an office job, it doesn't matter. You're not really getting any sunshine. And I'll tell you, I grew up in Qatar, in one of the sunniest places. It's a desert. And people there are sun deprived because they're always indoor all the time, because it's too hot. The sun is too strong, right? But of course, it's not just, I don't think that's the main reason. I think the main reason is because people gotta still work and they're indoors. Because even then, if you discount the summer months in even a desert like Qatar, for half the year, you could go out and get some sunshine. But people don't do it because they're working, they're indoors, they're in buildings. So actually, even in sunny environments, lots of people are sun deprived. So when I say prolonged exposure to the sun, I'm talking about hanging out there, hanging in the sun, being in a sunny place year round. First of all, that's a no-brainer at this point, at least where I'm sitting here, seeing the power of the sun. That's just a no-brainer to be in a sunny environment. And so for you folks in the United States who live maybe in colder climates, I'm living in Canada at the moment, but you guys know I am moving to Southeast Asia very soon. But for the folks in the States, if it may be too difficult for you, you got a lot of family there, a lot of friends, consider the prospect, and you sort of begin to plan around. Consider the prospect of moving to Cali or Florida or Texas, somewhere sunny, somewhere in the south. Consider that prospect. It will improve your life by at least 1,000%. No lie, at least 1,000%. Okay, I'm just like really being conservative here with my estimations, but it will improve your life by at least a factor of 1,000%. And so anyway, so that's absolutely a given. We're tropical species, and so this is the perfect suited for that type. If this is the vehicle, this is the body. And this is the perfect car. It's the perfect suit. This perfect space suit for a tropical environment. And then I'm talking about spending hours every day in the sun. You get the first factor where I'm getting lots of sunshine. I'm living somewhere sunny and warm, and so warm, sunny, warm. So you could be half naked, mostly naked, all naked preferably, and so allow all your cells to soak in the sun, because I literally, ever since the summer hit and we're getting lots of sunshine, I literally feel like all cells in my body are waking up. It feels that way. It feels like every cell in my body was sleeping and it's waking up. Now this is the first time in my life where I am just really totally embracing the sun, totally spending many hours every day just hanging out in the sun. I come here, I get my backpack, and I got everything in there. I got my phone, if I want to make videos, if I want to listen to music. I got my journal, if I want to write some stuff, prepare for some videos or whatever. I got some ideas. I got my earphones. I got the whole package there. Water, I don't have water right now, but I drank a lot of juice before coming here today because I want to slow down the detox a little bit. So today is like, I'm going to drink even more juice, because you take in more calories, your body has to do more work on digestion, so it slows down a little bit on the detox. So I know lots of you guys have been very interested in juice fasting, and I spoke in the previous video, but just my experience is teaching me a lot right now. Give me a few more days maybe, and I'll make a comprehensive video about how to prepare for a juice fast, because you guys, a lot of you have been asking on Facebook and Instagram in the comments. You're very interested, and that's great. And in fact, I think my video after this one is going to be why you should be detoxifying your body. So anyway, to keep the topic here on the sunshine, what else could I say so I can entice you, so I could paint you this, so I could get you to experience the power of the sun for yourself, other than the sun is the god of this solar system. It's called the solar system for a reason. And if you spend time with God, with the outer God, the outer light, the inner light can't help but shine through you, because what's outside is a reflection of what's inside. Therefore the sun is the outer sun is the reflection of the inner sun. So if you want to wake up the inner self, if you want to embody the inner self, as far as I'm concerned, within the duality, within physical existence, sunshine is the most powerful way of waking you up, waking up your cells, waking up your pineal gland, healing you, giving you warmth, giving you love, giving you joy, giving you happiness, giving you energy. And I'm calling it my new microdose. In this sort of new stage in my life, I'm no longer microdosing LSD, because I would like to, again, fully clean out the temple. And it could be that LSD might have something. After all, it is a fungus, ergot, it's ergot. And so in the meantime, at least until the temple is fully cleaned, I feel like it's fully cleaned, then I can begin to experiment again with microdosing and psychedelics overall. But at the moment, I'm not microdosing, and in fact, I'm calling the sun my microdose, and who knows, maybe I'll never microdose again, because this puts me in flow. It makes everything so bright. Like, I'm looking at the trees right now, it feels like I'm on a microdose. I'm making this video, I'm pretty much in flow. It feels like I'm on a microdose. I'm looking at these beautiful clouds and well, the only thing I can do is laugh in awe. Again, these are all things I experienced on a microdose, and the reason why it's so easy for me to just kind of not microdose and leave all that behind, because the sun is my new microdose. I just lay out in the sun for an hour and I'm pretty much microdose for the rest of the day, which is, it gives me energy. It's that energy that you get, you know, on the come up for acid, if it's a microdose, if it's a big dose. And yeah, it's just incredible. It literally is my new microdose. It is my new everything. I love the sun, and you love the sun too, because it's just, again, it's the physical, the outward physical manifestation of the inner light, the outer light projected outwardly and representing what is inside of you, which is the inner sun, the inner light. And by spending more time in the sun, you will get you'll obviously get darker. You'll have more melanin on your skin, and so that melanin will absorb more energy from the sun. Your ability to absorb energy, and even your body's ability to absorb energy, convert it into ATP, you know, go for walks, go for hikes, do whatever you do with energy, it increases the more melanin you have. Okay, and so that's good too, because then I mean, look, my path toward breatharianism isn't meditation, it's the sun. There are many paths to go about breatharian. There are like infinite number of paths, literally. Well, the main ones are: you slow down your breathing, you master and control your breathing with breath work. That's the conventional one. There's also the sun gazing and sunbathing method, basically Hira Manek's method. And so I like to actually think of myself as a sanitarian rather than a breatharian, because it seems to me that, you know, my particular trip about going about breatharianism is sun gazing and sunbathing, because I don't even feel like I need to meditate, and I feel like my breath just slows on its own, and I feel like I'm literally like a solar panel. I just lay here for an hour and I have all this energy for the rest of the day. And again, this was one of those days where I thought, what a miserable day. You just gotta get through it. You know, no videos, nothing, and no energy. I'm like, let's just get through it. I'll feel better tomorrow. I'll get some sleep. Maybe I'll just kind of drink more juice today to slow down the detox. And we'll just kind of get through today. We'll just get through it. And it felt like that. And then I'm like, let me go lay in the sun. I know what happens. I know what happens. Let me just lay in the sun. Let's see what happens. And I lay in the sun with absolutely no plan. I'm still thinking it's gonna be a miserable day, but here I am. Got lots of energy. I feel in flow. I literally feel like I'm on a microdose right now. So yeah, go get your sunshine, and thank you to our lovely, sunny, beautiful Patreons for their continued support. I really appreciate it. If you would like to show your appreciation in that way, you could pledge something like $2 a month. How about that, huh? How about that? $2 a month. And if you don't feel like it, go lay around in the sun for an hour and be like, wow, that asshole Saeed guy is onto something. And you know what? I'm gonna get my phone out right now. I'm gonna get my credit card and I'm gonna pledge him $2 a month. So if you don't feel like it right now, go spend an hour in the sun. And I've got a feeling the sun will speak some wisdom to you, put some sense into you, so you can finally get out your credit card and pledge $2 a month, because it'll only take you 5 minutes to do so. Okay? And if you want to book a one-on-one consultation to talk about anything personal or impersonal, ranging from samsaric things to nirvanic things, I'm definitely open for anything really, so you could book a consultation. The links for all that stuff, Patreon and the consultation, is in the description. Love you guys, the sun loves you, and be like the sun, shine on all beings unconditionally. And until next time, may the force be with you.